Hi, Basil. Did you bring me a new book? Huh?
Howdy.
Oh.
Well, that movie was weird. Though it is part of my new favorite genre, where much like Pinocchio, A True Story, it's an animated movie where the American dub stars Pauly Shore.
Oops, that's my bad.
The movie is the very simple story of a princess who would rather read books and makes the king frustrated as he tends to his robot servants, but is then blackmailed by an evil postman who wants to marry the princess, who was born of magic life water that gave her an artificial heart shaped like a heart that the postman uses to create a robot dog army, but the cranky monster in the woods will help her from the evil robots. Also, there's a giant beam in the sky. So yeah, okay, it's a little Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, you got some Shrek thrown in there too, robots, and of course...
Icy winds have frozen all the happiness we share.
It's Frozen as well! Pauly Shore isn't in this one as much as he's in Pinocchio, which is very sad indeed, though of course his parts in the movie are the best parts, like when it randomly does turn into some kind of royal stalker thriller.
What do you want from me?
Well, let's start with a royal kiss.
How dare you?
At least I think that's what's going on. It's hard to tell sometimes with the awkward pauses to match the lip movements.
I have a name, you know. Oh, it's from that prince again. Oh.
Another thing that made Pinocchio more entertaining was the miscasting, whereas here, it seems pretty likely casting for Pauly Shore. Again, not as funny, but he still gets to do some weird shit, like turning into a Batman villain over the course of it.
Are you worried I'll break this thing? What if I do?
Seriously, some of it does come across like if the Schumacher Batman movies had continued, there probably would have been an evil postman Pauly Shore who turns into a monster somewhere along the way.
Sometimes, in order to realize your ambitions are small, you have to get big!
He is funnier than the actual comic reliefs here, that typically involves the robots talking in their stereotypical robot voices, that gets old fast, or the light bulb named Bulby, where, yeah, if this was a mainstream movie here, there'd be toys of this in every aisle. Oh, and there's also a rabbit who most of the time I can't tell if he's angry or happy.
Pity the strength of 10 bears is gone for good. You've spoiled such a perfectly good monster.
Pauly is still the best character here, because it's definitely not the lead, who is very rebellious, like upsetting her dad by cutting her hair and her dress.
How do you like your dress now, Daddy? Am I respectable enough for you?
It was your mother's dress.
And now she is forever doomed to feel like an asshole for all of eternity. I don't care if this character learns a lesson or not.
No way it's yours.
Mine.
This forest is not yours.
Mine.
It is not.
Mine.
Because I really want it to end with the monster eating her, even though she does get nicer, I guess.
You're not a thing, Bunny. You have a soul.
See, there's an arc. It's okay, Rabbit. You got a soul and aren't a thing. Oh, right, and it becomes a love story, too, on a dime, where the monster, Bogey, is suddenly in love with her, where he looks like a cross between My Pet Monster and Big Mix, who is macking on someone who looks 13. This is a character who has to be explained that her favorite character from her favorite novel series is fiction.
I am Prince Edward. Or, to be more precise, I made him up.
What do you mean? Made him up? I don't get it.
John Heder, also of Pinocchio, is fine in the movie, but there is part of me that does wish it was Pauly Shore playing the monster, because it gets weirder even when the monster does turn into a human being.
He never lost hope.
Speckle. Speckle.
Awkward. As far as the animation goes, yeah, it's on the cheaper side of things, but it is better animated than the Pinocchio movie, and there is some level of ambition to it, despite ripping off everything under the sun. But it does feel longer than it actually is, and here's why.
I know I'll fall in love is what I'm dreaming of.
Yeah, they sing in it, but rest assured, Paulie sings too.
Most people say that fortune's determined by the random hand of fate.
Sometimes it feels like he's just making up a song off the top of his head.
There's enough of it there for me to take over the world! Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't know, it's better made than Pinocchio, and the casting makes a little more sense, but that does make it way less entertaining. Pinocchio was a lot more fun than this. The movie just kinda is what it is. It's like watching another version of Leap, only this time Pauly Shore is the villain. I'll give the movie a C-. It's bumped up from the D category just because his scenes are funny. But he's really not in it all that much. So next time, give Pauly the part that he shouldn't play, because that'll make it even better. And stick around because we've got more reviews coming up, like for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and more importantly, Tiger Shroff in Hero Panty 2. We'll see you then.